Alright guys, I know I've been doing a lot of hammer and hatchet videos, but I just got handles, and I've got these hammers been sitting for a while. Actually, this one hasn't. This one I picked up a couple days ago at the pawn shop for $1 when I was in there. I didn't buy a whole lot of stuff, but the head's loose and then the hammer's cracked. It's in bad shape. But Fort Worth, I bought me a handle, and this is going to work perfectly for it. Man, it's a perfect match. So I'm just going to drive the wedge out. I want to save the wedge. What's really strange is this must be the original handle from the factory, because if you look, there's no wooden wedge. They just put the steel wedge in there, which this head, the handle was made for the head, which that's what this is. So this must be a brand name head, and I luckily enough got a handle it's going to work perfectly. Anyways, let's take it apart and see what we get. All right, let's work on getting this wedge out. Maybe. Oh, there is a wooden wedge in there. It's in an angle. Alright, now I'm going to have to reset this. It's moving too much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I tried to chisel it out and it didn't work, so wood's old and dry. You can definitely smell it. Some more of the ones I saved out of the fire. Dasco, D-A-S-C-O, 5/16 401 number. Kind of cool. That's a lot of trouble, but I want to save the reuse as much as I can. It's my philosophy anyways. Okay, clean that up. Shouldn't be hitting the hammer. It's not going to hurt it, I don't think. It's all junky as it is. Man, I thought about cutting this handle down and making shims out of it. It's split to right up. I guess it'll keep splitting on further. Oh well. Now I got a head. Need to clean it up now. It's got to be a name brand. I bet you it is. Being that it's handles made for it. All right, let's go from there. All right, guys. I do like this machine. This thing's got some power. And the vacuum hooked up like this, there's holes in the back. I can't show you, but back behind here, there's like a 3-inch hole where it literally sucks all the stuff back there, which is pretty neat. So, see if you guys can see. All right, well, let's get started. Alright guys, I don't know how this is going to work. This is kind of unique just because the molding marks, it's not pitted, it's like molted rivers through it. It does have a name on it, GALARD, and then it looks like a 3-04. Must have been someone's last social security number, but I hope it comes out on camera. See the molding, the molted liquid, like it formed to the mold. It does have a number on it, 10, looks like 1015 or 1016 has a name, but it's, man, it's just a big old molted head. Oh well, I hope this comes out on camera. Let's see if you... Look at it's not pitted, it's just molted. You can see the rivers of molted metal when it's formed. That is cool. Look at the nose on it. You see the casting imperfections everywhere on this. That is cool. That is old. This is not a new piece. This wasn't formed in the last 10 years. Check that out. All right. All right, guys. I figured out what this is. This is a TrueTemper, and it is a model 1016. It's TrueTemper 1016. And on the back side it's GRULD, and it's 3404. So I figure it's a man's either initials or name and the last 4 of his social security number, because back in the day a lot of the old timers marked it with their social security number or the last 4. And I called a buddy of mine. Actually what I did is I looked it up. In 1954, I found a catalog. It shows there was 3 types of ball peen hammers. There was a flint edge grade, I can't remember what the middle one, and then there was machinist grade, mechanics grade, and they were polished. And I called a buddy of mine who used to work did some forging way back in the day, worked in a plant, and he said that this could be dated back to like World War II. And the reason we think that is because they didn't change a lot of their forging during the war. Or it could even go back further during the Depression in the early 30s. A lot of companies didn't change anything because the cost was, to them, was prohibitive. They tried to save money. But this thing is rough. I meant the casting on this is just unreal. You know, it had a 14-inch handle. It's a 1 pound, supposed to be a little 1 pound head. So, and it's called, at 1954, this was called Flint Edge Grade, and it had a black oxide finish to it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the nose and clean that up and polish it. And I think I'm just going to polish this back end right here and then paint the rest of this a hammered black, a Rust-Oleum hammered black. I'm just going to leave it like it is. They're not expensive. I looked some up. There's people on there trying to sell them for, you know, they're saying they're antiques, which they're old, but it's just a hammerhead. Just to leave some of the, I just like the casting marks. And he was telling me that he thinks more than likely they did not change the castings. Either it was a new casting and it wasn't properly finished. He said there's a way of, they did back on some of the steel mill stuff that he did, that they put sand and shoot, I can't remember what they call it now. Anyways, he said they'd finish the inside of the castings, or it could be a very old one where over time it got damaged, and this is left. Anyways, just a little quick. I thought it was kind of interesting because piece of history. I wish it could talk and tell us more, but anyway, someone's name. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna clean this, polish this part up right here, and clean and polish this up, and then leave the rest of it. Cool history, anyways. All right, let's go get some work done. Alright guys, I polished that off pretty good. I left a couple of dings in it, or dings, forging marks. Oh, sorry. It's just that, man, it took a lot, and I didn't want to take any more off of that ball peen. Even on the back side, it's the same way. Man, there was a lot in there. And it cleaned up the metal on this metal is hard. You just have no idea how hard this stuff is. It threw off some really pretty sparks. There's some old steel here. I didn't want to lose the character. I don't know if you guys tell me what you think, but I like the forging. I just think it's cool. It's a piece of history. I like it. Somebody owned it. If they did use it, they didn't use it much because there wasn't hardly any dents or dings anywhere on this thing. Anyways, I'm gonna tape it off and give it a coat of paint, and then I'll work on this handle. I'm just cut my. I need to cut my slit. So, well, while I'm here, get a pencil. See what I want to do here. I want it to set right on this ridge here. Alright. So I'll cut my slit. You know what? I've got some pieces of hardwood, but well, I got a piece of hardwood, but it might be too thick. I might have to sand this piece down. Anyways, let's get back to taping this off and paint it, and then come back, set it on the hammer. I'm not even gonna have to do anything to this head. It's coated with shellac. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to sand this one down. Cool. It'll be a cool looking little hammer. Okay, changed handles. I was going to use this handle, but actually this fits better. So put it like that. That sounds good. And it's tight down at the bottom. Yeah, I like it. Got the wood shim. Alright, let's move over to the anvil. Alright, set this, see how wide I can get it. Oh. Nope. Nope. That's not wide enough. Hang on, let me back up and punt. I need to get another shim that's bigger, wider. Well, I've got this bandsaw I've had forever and a day, and I keep forgetting I got it. So I'm gonna try to use it on this. Yeah, it took me 6 months to get all the parts to put this thing back together, and I keep forgetting I have it. So I used it. Let's set the steel wedge in there and call this good. All right. Didn't realize the camera wasn't on and I was talking to y'all. This is the old rusty wedge that came out of this hammer. I'm trying to put it back right close to the same spot it was before. Man, that's tight. In there. It's split a little bit on that side. Nice little ball peen hammer now. I'm going to sand it just a little bit off the top and then we'll go from there. Alright, stain the handle a little bit before I put the oh shoot, I keep the mineral oil on it. Not mineral oil, but linseed oil. I keep saying mineral oil. I don't know why. I actually wanted to do this instead of that other handle because I like this stain. That other one I'm going to have to sand down. It's going to look good. I need to polish and then put linseed oil. I might polish this and polish that and then put linseed oil on the rest of it and let it set. Yeah, let's get back to it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I finally finished, I don't know where I'm at in the video, so I thought I'd post this. This is that TrueTemper, and it's a 1016 sledge, and I believe this is a 20 ounce. I could be wrong. I have to go look it up again, but anyways, turned out really well. All I did was polish. I left some of the dings and dents in it. I don't care. I don't make my hammers or my tools to be artwork. I recondition them to usable condition. This thing was in pretty rough shape. And I did find out on TrueTemper, I found this head or this hammer in a 1954 catalog. And there was three kinds of, there were three levels of hammers, ball peen hammers. There was the Flint grade, F-L-I-N-T, which was the bottom of the line, just pretty much homeowner grade. There was another one, I can't remember what, and then there was the mechanics grade or machinist grade, and they were polished. They came from the factory polished, real pretty. I think this one came from the factory black, and that's why there's so many. This was just a cheap version, and that's why there were so many imperfections in the casting, which is kind of cool. Gives it some character. I would like to learn more about this, but TrueTemper is still around, but the steel quality on this is awesome, because the sparks it was throwing off was just, you could tell it was some high quality steel or hard steel. Yeah, the newer hammers don't give off that kind of spark. But I've linseed oiled the handle. I need to do that again today. I'm going on vacation for a couple weeks, so I'm trying to get everything done before I leave. And I wanted to post a couple videos before I leave. Anyways, this hammer is just a good hammer. I'm happy with it. I've got a little smaller one. It's a Stanley. This is a 12 ounce, and I'm pretty sure this is a 20. Well, it says 10/16, so maybe, oh, excuse me, that's right. This is a 16 ounce. Duh, dummy. I knew that. I remember reading it, 10/16. I don't know what the 10 stands for. The 10, I think, is the cheaper. 20/16 is the more expensive, and then the mechanic grade was a 30/16. If I remember right. Like I said, I found a catalog online. It was kind of weird finding an old print. Not a print, but it was a I don't know how to describe it, except it did describe a lot of TrueTemper tools for 1954. Anyways, nice little hammer. I got a buck in it. I don't know about you guys, but ball peen hammers are probably the go-to thing now. I mean, if you're doing any type of hobbyist work or any work for mechanical work, I do believe that now that the older I get, you buy the right tool or get the right tool for the job. So having a 12, a 16, a 20, 28 ounce, you need the extra weight for certain jobs. You just have to have it. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked my video and my babbling. I'm learning more and more about my tools as I fix them up. This here will probably stay here. It won't go to work. I keep thinking I was going to take it to work, but I actually like this one. I've got one similar at work. I don't need to take two there. Anyways, y'all enjoy it. It's still getting hot. I think we got a little rain coming in, but it doesn't matter. 100 degrees and 100 degree rain and 100 degrees in the sun is about the same to me. Y'all have a good evening. Enjoy it.